will be having. If I go ahead and press Control Enter, that time also we can able to go ahead and view the result, or I can press Shift Enter. So in the Shift Enter also I can able to view the result. Along with that particular result, what I can see the particular uh, new tab has been opened and the cursor is also blinking for the new code. Okay. Now, first and foremost, we do have variable declarations. Now, what is variable declarations? Now, when I give this particular hash symbol, and if I go ahead and write down anything, in that particular time, that particular time, it's called the comment section. Okay, means it's not going to execute as a coding, but it's like a sentence we can use as a comment. So what is variable? Everybody, you know that whenever we're going to assign any kind of value to a particular variable, it's become my variable. That means if I go ahead and write down x is equal to 10, that means x is my variable and 10 is my value. If I want to see what is inside in x, so if I go ahead and write down print x, and I can see the particular value. Okay. So 10 is there. X is my variable, 10 is my value. Now, in this particular 10 is my value. Now, in other programming language, we need to declare the data type. Data type means what type of data will be there. It's a numerical data, it's a character. We need to declare it first, and then you can see declare the variables. But here we can directly go ahead and assign the value. We do not need to go ahead and declare any kind of a data type. Simply we can go ahead and write down x is equal to 10. So x become my variable and 10 is my value. Now suppose I want to go ahead and see that what type of data it is. So that particular time we do have a functions called type. If I go ahead and see that what type of variable it is, that time you can see it's coming up as an integer. Why integer? Because 10 is my 10 is a numerical value, integer. So that's why the data type it's came up as an integer. Got it, everybody? Clear till this part, everybody? Okay. Now, same as it is, we can declare the character also. How we can declare the character? Suppose if I go ahead and give it like this. I can see this particular CC. Means it's in the character string. So since it's a string character, so it should be into the quotes. That's why I have given into the quotes. Now, if I go ahead and like to see that what type of data it is, I can give type of Y and I can see string. Got it? Clear, all of you? Okay. Now, there is no as such, what you can say, as such instructions or rules is there that I need to go ahead and use double quotes only or single quotes. Whenever we declare anything, we need to use double quotes or single quotes. There is no hard and fast rule is there. We can use anything. You can use single quotes also, you can use double quotes also. So when we can use single quotes and the double quotes, that particular time, uh, suppose if we have like the string is there, Arins, Arins class, suppose if we have this. So in that particular time, suppose if I go ahead and give a single quotes, in this particular time, it's going to throw you error. Why error? Why error? Because already one apostrophe s is there. So we need to go ahead and include that particular apostrophe s as well as the space is also there. So in that particular time, in that particular scenario, we need to give double quotes. In that time, the single quotes won't work. So that particular time, we need to give it in a double quotes to include this particular apostrophe s as well as the space that we're going to have it. Now, when we go ahead and run it, that particular time, I can see that particular value that is we have declared in it, that is Arin's class. Fine, everybody? Clear? So in that particular scenario, we need to declare that double quotes. In that time, single quotes won't work. Okay. Next, that this is kind of a programming tricks that we do have. Now, as integer, character, all strings, everything is, it will be, it's a common data type. Now in Python, we are going to have a certain advanced data type because it's a advanced language, and um, also we can able to go ahead and do certain more statistical analysis. That time we're going to have this particular advanced data type also. So what sort of advanced data type that we're going to have it? The advanced data type that we're going to have it, the first one is called list. So what is list? List is one of the advanced data type that we're going to have it in Python, and list where we can able to go ahead and include uh, different data types, and it's going to execute kind of a array wise. Okay. And most importantly, it's a mutable object. Mutable object means we can able to go ahead and change. We can able to uh, update the value. We can able to uh, add the value. We can remove the value. We can able to go ahead and do this. So that's why it's called the mutable object. So how we can able to go ahead and do this? Now in Python, always remember we do have lots of functions. We do have packages, as well as we're going to have lots of bracket. So different brackets, it's going to define the different type of data type. Now, whenever we're going to declare list, that particular time, obviously, first I need to give a name of that particular list. And whenever we give a list, so in that time, we need to give it in a particular square bracket. It should be into the square bracket. And once it's in the square bracket, the empty list will be created. Now, how you can understand that list has been created? Suppose if I had and do this, if I go ahead and give type the functions and L1, if I just press the enter, then you can see it's came up as a list. So that particular time the list came up. So here with the square bracket, we can able to go ahead and create the list. Got it, everybody? How we can create the list? The square bracket. Now suppose if I need to go ahead and assign value, I can go ahead and simply assign the values like this way. This is the list. So you can see the multiple value has been combined: 10, 20, 30, XX, YY. Clear, everybody? Okay, all of you clear? Okay. Now, remember that in Python is a case sensitive language, as well as Python is a zero indexing language also. Zero indexing language means whenever we try to retrieve any value, uh, the particular value it's going to retrieve from the zeroth positions. And in Python only, we can able to access the value or retrieve the value from the left hand side and from the right hand side, both ways. We can able to go ahead and retrieve the value. Now, suppose I need to go ahead and retrieve the value 20. So how we can able to go ahead and retrieve the particular value 20? So it will be, if I go ahead and give, since it's a zero indexing language, not the one indexing language, so it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 elements is there, but the positions will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I need to go ahead and retrieve 30, so that means the index positions will be 2. Got it, everybody? What will be the index? It will be 2. Okay, as Python is a zero indexing language. Now, as I have mentioned that we can able to change the value also, since Python is a mutable object. So from 30, I want to go ahead and make it 50. Okay, so simple, as L12 is going to retrieve 30, I simply go ahead and assign new value, that is 50. So once it's assigned, that particular time, I can able to go ahead and see the value over there. It's 50. Just give me 1 second, guys. Yeah, sorry about that. So here you can see that 30 it's become 50. Since it's a mutable object, we can change that particular value. It's now 50. Okay. Now, as well as you can see that we can access the particular value from left hand side with the zero indexing, and we can also be able to go ahead and access the value from the right positions, right hand side also. So when we go ahead and access the value from the right hand side, that particular time, um, it will be counted from right side, and it will be from, like, it will be like -1, like -1, -2, -3, -4, -5, like this. So if I go ahead and write down minus, suppose if I need to go ahead and access x, and if I go ahead and give -2, that particular time you can see the particular value is xx. Okay, so we can either access the value from the left hand side, and that time it will be zero indexing, and either we can able to go ahead and find out from the right hand side, and that time it will be the negative indexing value, and it's going to start from the negative positions, the -1 positions. So it will be -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. Clear, everybody? Okay. Now, another things we are going to have it is called slicing. Now, what is slicing? Slicing is basically when I need to go ahead and retrieve uh, multiple values, more than one values together, consecutive values I need to retrieve. When suppose I want to go ahead and retrieve these two values, 50 and xx. 50 and excess what when we want to access the value. So if I go ahead and ask you in general, what will be the positions I have to give it? 50 and xx, what will be the positions I need to give? Kindly tell me. 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, right? So if I go ahead and write down 2 is to 3, means 2 is to 3 is particular positions. So here, that particular time, you can see only 50 is coming up. Why only 50 is coming up? Because this is the rules of the slicing methods. The rules is that the first index, it will be the include positions. And the second one, it will be the exclude positions. So the first one, that's the include positions that we do have. It will be 0, 1, 2. 2 include, and 3 I have given. It's going to reach over there. 0, 1, 2, 3. Python reach in this particular positions, but it's going to exclude it. It's going to exclude that positions, and it's going to just, since it's going to exclude the positions, only 50 is going to come up. Got it? So that means if I need to go ahead and retrieve xx also, that time what we have to give it? That time we have to give it 2 is to 4. So when I give 2 is to 4, that time I can see 50 and xx will be coming up. Clear, everybody? Same as it is. Suppose if I need to go ahead and suppose I need to go ahead and retrieve 50 and excess from the right hand side from the negative indexing. So what will be the particular positions value I need to mention over there? From the negative indexing, right hand side. -2, -1, -2, -2, -4. Okay, let's take first -1, -2. It's a blank one. It's not right. So if I go ahead and give -2, -4. Okay, that is also blank. That is also not right. So that means what? That means 50 and XX. So -1, -2, -3. So that means that positions I need to include, right? -3 we need to go ahead and include. Is to XX also I need to include. So it will be -1, -2. If I go ahead and give -2, it's going to reach in this particular positions, but it's going to exclude this position. So XX will be not coming. So what I have to give it here? -1, one step extra. So that time I can see 50 and XX will be coming up. So the first one will be the include, second one will be the exclude positions. Clear all of you? Okay. Now, as I told, all of you clear, right? In this part. Now I need to go ahead, and since I told list is a mutable object, I can add elements also. How we can able to add elements? So to add elements, we do have multiple functions. The first functions that we're going to have it, that is append. Append functions. So what is append function? Append functions, remember, it's going to add element at the end of the list. Okay, the list is there, and if I need to add the element, it's going to add at the end of the list, and it's going to add end of the list, but only one element we can add, not the multiple elements we can able to add it. How can able to go ahead and append it? So L1 is my list name dot append is that particular function. Next, suppose if I need to go ahead and add 60. This is the one I need to add it. So it's going to add it over there. So it's going to come up as 10, 20, 50, xx, yy, 60. See, it's going to add at the extreme left, extreme uh, right side, extreme end of the list. Got it? Only one element we can able to add it. Clear, all of you? Okay. Now suppose I want to go ahead and add multiple elements. One element is fine, but multiple elements, how it's possible? So suppose if I go ahead and try to go ahead and include multiple elements through the append functions, it's not possible. That means if I just go ahead and write down like this, 80, 90, 100. Suppose if I go ahead and give it, it's going to throw you error. Why error? Because append functions is going to take only one argument, but we are giving three argument. So that's why through the append functions, we're not able to go ahead and append any sort of elements. So what we need to go ahead and do it for this? So I need to go ahead and create one particular list. Okay, means I need to pass the multiple elements in a list format. So that means I need to go ahead and create list like this. And that time I can append it. But here you can see the particular, when you have append that particular elements, it's not add element wise. The entire list has been added at the end of the list. Got it, everybody? It's going to add as a list wise, not as a element wise. Means suppose I want to go ahead and retrieve 90. So that means if I go ahead and give the particular position's name, then suppose if I just go ahead and calculate, it's like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, it's not going to come up like this. That means if I just go ahead and give 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I go ahead and give 6, the entire list will be coming up, not that particular 90. So in 6, in this particular list, if I need to retrieve 90, that time again, I have to give 1. When I give 1, that particular time, the 90 will be coming up. Now, once 90 will be coming up, if you want to go ahead and change the value, you can go ahead and change the value. Got it, everybody? So append functions we use to add element at the extreme end of the list, but only one element we can add, not the multiple elements. Clear, all of you? We can pass entire list, then we can see the multiple elements. Now, another functions we do have to add elements is extend. Now, through append functions, we're not able to add multiple elements, but through extend functions, we can able to go ahead and add multiple elements together. How? Suppose if I go ahead and give the functions extend, and in the list format only, I'm passing the elements. CC. That time you can see that the multiple elements will be there. Got it? It didn't came as a list wise. It came as a element wise itself. Clear all of you? Okay. Now that is the extend function. Now same way, suppose if I go ahead and ask you, I need to go ahead and access the value ALL. So what is the positions value I need to give it? 8. Okay. What about others? 8, 8, 7. Okay. So from left hand side, if I do go ahead and count it, it will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It will be 8. Or easy way to go ahead and retrieve, if I just go ahead and do it from the right hand side, negative indexing. So it will be -1, -2. If I give -2 over there, that time you can see it will be LL. Clear everybody? Or if I give 8, it will be the same, LL. Okay, next functions we do have to insert means to add elements. Insert functions we use to the specific locations. Means suppose if I need to go ahead and insert the particular things to a specific locations. So that particular time, how we can able to go ahead and do the in add the elements. So in that time, we use the insert function, positions. Suppose I want to insert it on the second positions and the value. Then you can see the 30 will be coming up. Got it, everybody? Yes. First one is the index positions, and second one, that what's the element you want to insert it. Fine. That's the insert functions. So append is going to append it at the end of the list. Only single elements you can add. Extend also at the end of the list you can add it, but multiple elements you can able to add it. Insert is the functions where you can mention the specific locations, specific positions that where you want to go ahead and insert it. All of you clear? Okay. Next, we do have functions called pop functions. Okay. Now, what is pop function? Pop functions that we're going to have it when it's going to remove the elements from the index positions. Okay. Then suppose if I go ahead and give a pop function, suppose if I just go ahead and give pop. So what it's going to do, it's going to start removing from the last element. Got it? So that's why here you can see it's came up as 100. That means this particular elements has been popped out from the list. If I go ahead and show you the list, that time you cannot able to see that particular 100 because it has been popped out. Now another way means another things we can able to do it. You can give the index position. Suppose I want to give 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. If I need to give, I give 3. So it's going to remove 50. Got it, everybody? So the 50 will be not there in that particular list. Yes, it's if you don't give any positions, specific positions, it's going to start removing from last element, from the last index positions, and or you can mention the specific positions index location. It's going to remove that particular uh, elements from that specific locations. Clear, all of you? Yes, if you mention the index, it's going to remove that location, that element. Next, suppose if you, we do have another function, it's a remove function. Hence, I am going to remove this particular elements specifically. So that time I'm going to use remove function, and in the remove functions, I specifically mentions the elements. Means I want to go ahead and remove XX, and that particular time I'm not able to see any kind of a elements over there. So XX you cannot see because I have removed that particular XX by using the functions remove. So pop, it's going to remove if you don't mention any positions. It's going to remove from the last one. Remove is the functions. It's going to remove the specific location, specific elements from the list. Clear, everybody? Yes, obviously you have to know that whether the remove is that particular elements exist or not. Okay. Okay. Next is the functions we do have. It's called the lane. In by the time, so you can able to understand, it's a length of the list it's going to throw me. So lane of L1 is going to throw me that what the length of the entire list that we do have. So it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's why length you can see it's L8. Clear, everybody? Length is to measures the length. All clear, everybody? All right. Now, suppose if I go ahead and create another list. And I just reverse it. It will be reverse. Got it, everybody? Reverse functions is used to reverse that particular list. Clear, everybody? All clear, everybody? And then functions we do have derivative function. Let me make one. And short functions we do have. Now, what is short functions? Obviously, you can understand it's going to short the list, and by default, you can see it will be the ascending order. Got it, everybody? So short, it will be the ascending order. Now, if I need to go ahead and see in a descending order format, simply we can give it reverse equal to true. Shorted. Shorted, list name, and reverse equal to true. So it's going to go ahead and short the list as a descending format. Clear, everybody? Yes, it's a ascending order and the descending order. So short by default, it's going to go ahead and give it in the particular format way, ascending format. And when you want to go ahead and see it as a descending format, it will be the sorted and you need to use the reverse keyword. Okay, all of you clear? Fine. So this is the one data type that we're going to have it. It's called the list, the first one, the advanced data type. So tomorrow we are going to learn more about the data type and the more functions that we're going to have it. Okay. And I'll try to share this script with you all people. Let me see how I'm going to go ahead and share the script so that you can able to go ahead and practice it. Okay. And tomorrow also I'm trying to give you certain task on this particular list that we have completed today. Clear, all of you? Okay, and I recommend all of you try to go ahead and join through your system, so that when I give certain task, or if I go ahead and ask you to do something or do the practice, you can able to go ahead and do it. And if you have any doubts, then you can ask me properly. Over the phone, obviously, it's not possible to go ahead and do the particular certain task. Okay. All right. So anybody is having any more questions, any doubts? Any questions, anyone? Sorry, I didn't understand, Pradeep. Really, we're suffering class time. Anuradha, the speed, it's you are familiar. I don't think everybody is familiar with all the functions. Okay. So all of you, I'm asking, the pace is fine, the speed. Okay, what about others? The speed is fine. The space is fine for everybody. All right, fine. So I'm leaving the sessions now and see you guys tomorrow then. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. The recording, no?